Hey guys, thank y'all for joining. We're back with another video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Y'all like my new background? I switched it up a little bit. Y'all know I always have the court background. Maybe we'll change it back another time. But for now, let's get into the show. I hope you guys are having a great Thursday. We got some topics that we want to share with you guys. So let's get into it. All right. Let's get into it. I see you Miles are in the building. Thanks, Tev. Thanks, Truth, for being here. Truth, let's see. Tev, Rose, and Truth. Thank y'all for being here. Let's jump on in. Of course, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I don't need that. Oh, what I'm doing today. Good Lord. Okay. So we're going to get started. Everything said is alleged, in my opinion. Okay. Let's get into it. And is used for fair use. Let's get into it. Carlos and his panel, child, reacts to the recent inaccurate headline that Nene Leakes was returning for Real Housewives of Atlanta season 18 and that Shamia would be leaving to make room. So let's get into their take on what they thought about it, because it was all over the place. Hell, even I reported it and I came back and corrected it. Okay, so let's get into it because Andy did come on and speak on that as well. Let's go.
Story, a few reality stars texted me and said, "Is this true?" Ooh. And my response was, "You got to be shitty. Like, you believe this?" And they're like, "Well, people are saying it." I'm like, "There's no credible source." And then it literally became a news today to the point where Andy Cohen had to go on his radio show and say that he is pretty much fine with the current cast of season 18 and that there are no changes to the current cast of season 18. Well, TMZ reported that Nene Leakes did not receive a contract. I did not think this was going to spread, no pun intended, to Dustin's weekend, but I had no idea this was going to spread. But instead, it became like big news. But it made me scared about that. You can literally put out anything, no matter the source, the outlet, how many followers you have, and it will create a story. True story.
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of bloggers picked it up as well. It was on a lot of publications, which made it appear to be a real thing, right? That Nene was definitely going to be on season 18. I told you guys some months back that there were rumors that Nene would be making an appearance. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know, but Andy did come forward and say that all the cast that were on season 17 will be appearing for 18. There were rumors that Shamia didn't even get a contract, but I said the other day, now that she's announced that her surrogate is pregnant, that does give her a reputable storyline. So we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. Moving on. Let's get into this Bell Collective news because the girls are fighting on the reunion, right? I didn't even finish the reunion, which is so crazy because I've been so damn busy. But let's go ahead and get into it because they are arguing with Carrie because Carrie running her damn mouth. And it seems like Carrie might be a liar too, because if half the girls on the show are saying that you told them something and you sitting here saying I didn't say it, everybody can't be lying, right? Shout out to OWN TV. Let's get into it.
Amber, me and you heard it first, and then Matt
I told you where it came from. It didn't come from your husband.
That's
where did it come from?
I got it from you first.
So what did Tamara say to you then, Carrie?
Tamara said, "I can't believe Marie would say that to Selena, knowing she's about to get married." That was the whole conversation.
Okay.
Like you were saying,
because
now what they're referring to is Selena's now husband Mike. It was saying that he may have stepped out or may have a child by somebody else during the time that he and Selena were dating. It did come out to not be true, thank God. But the rumor was started and someone told, I think Carrie spread it amongst the girls, and it just started spreading like wildfire. But then when it got back to Selena and Selena approached Carrie about it, Carrie tried to act like she didn't know where it came from when she is the person who spread the shit around the group. So let's continue.
He went back and told you that night, Carrie.
No,
get
I
it right, Carrie. You told him. I'm not gonna sit you and let you say with my friend.
From Matt,
you told me that. You done told her that. You done told all of us. Get it right.
Get it right, Carrie.
Get it right.
Tamara, me.
Okay, y'all know Tamara ain't gonna sit up and let you lie. Tamara get a little hood when she get mad, don't she? Tamara let the hood come out real quick. But Carrie, I believe, is lying. Okay, Carrie, I believe that you're lying. I feel like you backed into a corner. And you do be spreading some stuff sometimes, and you be trying to start some shit amongst the girls, and then when you get caught up in it, you backtrack and be like, "Oh, I don't know where that came from. I never said that." You kind of did say, because I was watching the episode where you did say that you heard that Selena's man Mike might have been messing around on her, and that there might be a baby out there. So you did say that, but now that you're at the reunion, you don't know nothing about it. How convenient. All right, let's move along. Andy Cohen might be creeping out here. Now, Andy popped out with this guy he said to be dating. Nice looking guy. Okay, he has great taste, obviously. But somebody's blasted Andy Cohen to say, hold up now. You done popped out here with this new guy, but you was just in the DMs and you kind of been, pillow talking with me over here. So some guy has blasted Andy Cohen for out here on the TLC creep bullshit. So let's get into a former reality TV star tags Andy Cohen's boyfriend and claims that Andy is active on a dating app. So if you are dating someone, you should not be on a dating app, right? You should not be. You should not be, Andy. So let me find out Andy is a player out here. Now, I did hear that Andy like Black Schlong, too. Let me go ahead and say that. I heard that Andy like Black Schlong out here. So maybe he, I don't know. So it says that now this is the kind of mess that reality TV fans live for. So that some of you guys may remember Robert Sepulveda Jr. from Finding Prince Charming. They said the gay dating show that aired on Logo back in 2016. So let's get into the tea of it all, okay? Now, they're saying that today, Robert took to Instagram to publicly claim that Andy Cohen messaged him on the dating app. What is that? Failed on July 8th of 2026, said that his post appeared to be directed at Andy's boyfriend, Kevin Sobieski. It says that, as we all know, Andy recently went public with Kevin after revealing on his radio show that he'd been dating him privately for about a year and was in love. Now that says that Andy later posted a photo of the two of them on Instagram on July 17th with the caption saying date night, right? So that says that in his Instagram post, Robert shared an edited image of Andy and Kevin that included a clown graphic and the words, "Heads up, Kevin, a little message for you." He tagged both Andy and Kevin in the post. So it said that Robert also shared what he says are direct messages that he sent to Kevin, meaning Andy. Says that in those messages, Robert claimed that Andy contacted him on Feld, which is the dating app, allegedly thinking that he was someone else. It says that Robert says that once he told Andy who he was, that they've allegedly known each other for about 10 years, Andy responded that it would be dangerous if they met up, meaning they gonna be, okay, yes, honey, bumping schlongs or whatever. Girl. So it said that Robert ended his message to Kevin by saying that he didn't know whether Andy and Kevin have an open relationship, but if they don't, said that he felt that Kevin would or should know that Andy was allegedly using the dating app. So Andy, if you are in love and that you've been seeing old boy for quite some time, not sure why you still scrolling through them damn dating apps like you still looking for a little side piece or whatnot, right? And none got busted. So they said, oh, child. So it says that now before everyone jumps to conclusions, said that we don't know what nature of Andy and Kevin's relationship, said that they could be very well an open relationship, which is something that some couples choose. They said that if that's the case, then there may not be anything inappropriate about Andy allegedly being on a dating app. But my thing is, if you're in an exclusive relationship, you're telling people you're in love and that y'all are dating, I'm not sure why you would be on a dating app unless it's agreed between the two of you that you can see other people, right? I mean, there was a whole live where Andy was seen out, I think in New York, where they were holding hands, walking. They appear to be in love. I don't know. So what do y'all think? So Andy, you still scrolling the dating apps and you telling people you're in love with this Kevin guy. All right, let's get into these pictures, you guys. Sorry, I just drank a lot of water. All right. So this is Andy and this Kevin dude said, heads up, Kevin. Said a little message for you, clown behavior alert. So he's trying to call Andy out saying Andy's a whole clown while he's out here saying he's in love, but he's in the DMs trying to holler at me, right? Said, aren't we all exhausted by people who lie, cheat, and pretend to be someone that they're not? Trash comes in all shapes and sizes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly why I'm single. Damn. Ooh, child. Let me find out is out here on the whole stroll, wop dropping and thought shopping, bitch. Okay. So Kevin, this message says, "Hey Kevin, just wanted to give you a heads up. Andy is on Failed with an anonymous profile. Says that I have a profile there too, but my face is hidden. Said he actually messaged me thinking that I was someone else. Once I told him that it was me, I've known him for about 10 years. He said that it would be dangerous if anything happened because I've been on a few TV shows. So this Kevin dude is reaching out to Andy's boyfriend to let him know what Andy is doing behind the scenes. So it said that if you two have an open relationship, then no worries at all. Meaning, hey, I would gladly hump on your man. That's what he's saying. Says, if not, I'd probably pay attention because he's clearly looking for something else. So it sounds like Andy wanted to double dip a little bit. I don't know. So Andy has always been a bit of a philanderer. I bet he has. And I said that here's the name of the app. So he's giving all Andy's business. He want Andy to get caught so he can get Andy. So here's the name of the app, along with the voice memo that I sent him before I blocked him. Good luck. Yeah. See, that good luck mean I hope you catch him in some shit and y'all break up, then I'm gonna come snatch him up and be humping on your man. That's what it's giving. I see straight through the bullshit. But let's keep going, child, because this is good. I ain't never heard of Failed. All right. Well, it's a gay app. Why would I hear about it? 7-8. So it said the Andy Cohen voicemail. He putting all the shit out there. Damn, Andy. Oh my God. Okay. Said he tagged Andy and Kevin, child. Look here. Tagged them both. There's Andy. Here's Kevin. So he's following Andy, but he ain't following Kevin. Ain't that something? Ooh, honey. Nice looking guy, right? Andy, you got great taste. This is the guy Andy popped out with. I love the little salt pepper look on the side, the bedroom eyes. Those eyes look like they look through you, right? My pen is about to fall off right now. Just him looking at me, right? Hold up. All right, shit. My shit about fell off of him just looking at me. Them eyes. Who, girl, you about to undress me? Okay, nice looking. Come on. All right, so this is Andy's man. I told y'all that they had like a whole video of them out walking around in New York holding hands. So he's, when people be out like this public, that means hopefully, somebody you messing with on the side don't run up on y'all like, what the fuck is this? Now you just went me and texted me the other day. What is this? So he's comfortable being outside like that. But this looks like the guy that Andy might have been in the, in the DMs with. He fine. He look better than your man, Andy. So you might want to mess up so you can be with him. Yeah, he's giving more. I don't know, but Andy do like them freaks I heard, honey. So get it, Andy. I ain't mad, okay? Just be, next time, make sure you know who you're talking to while you trying to be creeping and then ran into somebody you knew a whole 10 damn years. What do y'all think about that? Ooh. Let's move along, though. Nevertheless, let's get to this Funky Dineva read, child. Funky Dineva reads Britt Eady down. I said, damn. Funky, you have to go in that hard on Britt Eady? Y'all know Britt Eady popped out yesterday talking about she got some news that she getting ready to put out, but she gonna wait a little bit. I was like, and I said it then, I was like, do not be telling me you got some boiling hot news you got to give somebody. Oh, I'm gonna wait and tell you tomorrow. Girl, get out of here. So obviously, Funky Dineva had time today to be up and reading Britt Eady, and I just cannot wait to listen to it again. I was like, damn, Funky. Remind y'all to never piss Funky Dineva off, because y'all know he goes straight jugular on your ass and you make him mad. Ask Tamar, okay? She's still crying. Shit. All right, so let's get into it. Funky Dineva goes off on Britt Eady.
Britt Eady, and I mean this with all due disrespect. You are one of the weakest bitches that ever graced our TV screen. You are literally the weakest, lamest, most plastic, most uninteresting, most fragile, most in search of attention, most boring, most irrelevant chick that has ever crossed our screen. First and foremost, you were not even on Real Housewives of Atlanta long enough to even develop any level of a fan base. Prior to that, it's not like you were Cardi B and you just had this big social media following. I can assure you that anybody who is sitting back on social media sending you any type of signal and or inclination that they are waiting to hear what you have to say is your first cousin. It's your first cousin. I can promise you that there is not a single person alive over the age of 18 that gets up and puts on a uniform and goes to Checkers every day for work that is sitting back waiting on anything that you got to say, Britt, Eady. And I mean this with all due.
I mean, I agree with it. I hate to say I agree with Funky Dineva, but I do. Nobody's really checking for Britt like that. I feel like your 5 minutes of fame is up. It was up whenever you decided not to come to the reunion. People like, oh, she ain't at the reunion. Oh, okay, next. We over here roasting Kelli now. We ain't even think about you, Britt. And every now and then, Britt will pop out like, did y'all forget about me? Girl, yes. We still trying to forget about you. We trying to forget about you, but you won't let us because you keep popping back in. When Kenya got put out of her salon, here you come pulling up. Here come Britt on her bullshit again. So he's like, damn, just when we was forgetting about you, here you are again. And now we was forgetting about you again, and then you done popped out on the scene again, talking about you got something to tell us, and we didn't ask you to tell us nothing. But thank you, Funky, for that that good read down, because we did need that though, right? We can always use a good read down. So shout out to you, Britt, for getting read by Funky. He meant every word of it, I'm sure. All right, so let's get into what Riley had to say about her relationship now with Todd Tucker, which is her stepdaddy, because y'all know she and Todd and Candy have divorced now. So let's get into it. But I've been seeing pictures of Todd still, being around Riley and taking pictures with his daughter and Riley. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So let's get into it. So Riley Burns opens up about her relationship with Todd Tucker post-divorce from her mom. Candy Burns says that Riley admits that while his social media presence may cause her some concern, that they are still working towards making their family unit work. And I like that. Even though Candy and Todd aren't together, he did develop a relationship with with Riley. He stepped up kind of like a bonus dad to her. And he treated her like he treated his own daughter, right? I was kind of worried in the beginning. I was like, oh, Lord, Riley's acting like Mama Joy. She's not feeling it. But she kind of came around, and thank God, right? So let's get into what she had to say about that.
How are you? Are you still, what's your relationship with Todd like post-divorce?
I mean, it's not the same, okay. I will say, but the divorce shifted a lot of things in my life. So it's not only the divorce, it's also everything else that comes with that. We're trying to still be a blended family, but there are some things that irk my nerves. Sometimes I'll get his social media and I'm like, what is going on here?
Right, right.
But we're okay.
Good. How are you?
Well, Todd just most recently posted how soon is it to introduce or bring somebody that you're dating around. But then he tried to switch it up and say, I'm asking for a friend. No, you're asking for yourself. I feel like Todd has met somebody that he really likes. I be seeing him around women all the time on his social media because I do follow him because I'm nosy, right? Shit, I want to know. How was you gonna get the tea unless you be nosy? But he did pop out talking about how soon is it, before you introduce somebody to your kids. I'm gonna be honest with you. You got to be very careful with that because unless you're very serious about that person, it can be a dangerous thing to be just introducing random women to your kids and say, hey, this is daddy's best friend, daddy's good friend or whatever, because your kids have only seen you with their mom. So it's got to be weird. Plus your kids can talk and verbalize things that they see and or witness, right? So you got to be careful who you have around and what you do around your kids when you have women around. Not to say that he can't date because he is single now. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. But when you're around your kids, when it's your week with your kids, you want to be very selective in who you have around them. If it's somebody that look like they're going to be around for a while, just gradually bring them in, introduce gradually and see how it goes. Just don't be thrusting women upon your kids and just the shit don't work out and then somebody else coming in. Kind of like how, who be doing that? Let me give a good example. Oh, Kiki Wyatt do it a lot. Shit, right? Kiki Wyatt, I hear she's pregnant again, speaking of her. And I saw a video where she was just performing and it looked like her BBL is dropping. And y'all said that because Kiki Wyatt, you pissed me off. All right, sorry. I was a huge fan, but I had to say that. But Kiki Wyatt was sleeping with her cousin, they're saying. And she broke up with this dude after she left her husband. She'd been married only 1,000 times. So she left her last husband to get with this guy who they were saying was like a second cousin or something. She left this guy, okay, after she started some church. Not sure why she did that shit. But then we're going to get back on Todd. But now she's dating her driver. And it said that she's supposed to be pregnant by this driver. So y'all know this is going to make baby, 15, 16 for her, bitch? Please sit down. Please sit down. That's too many men around your kids. And it's too many kids. Why are we talking about kids? Damn. But in terms of Todd, Todd, you be around a lot of women as well. You be around a lot of females. Now I don't know if what Tamar had to say about you was true. She did say that you were a part of the LGBTQ barbecue community. I don't know if you were or not, but she said that she had some type of proof. She sent some type of text to Candy. A lot of times when men aren't ready to come out of the closet yet, they will have a lot of women around to kind of throw people off. And not saying that Todd is of the LGBT community, LGBTQ community, but at the end of the day, I don't know. I feel like he just needs to pace himself and really work on healing, because I feel like he's still hurt behind the divorce between he and Candy. And I feel like Candy is still hurt as well. Hell, has it been a year? I don't think it's been a year yet that they've been divorced. So pace yourself. Date. Fun part is dating, right? But definitely you want to keep relationships, especially with Riley, because even though she's an adult, she still may want to lean on you for some type of moral support in a fatherly way, since you've been there since the girl was a whole child, right? So I'm happy that she's still allowing him to be in her life nevertheless. Let's move along, because now we got to get into, let's move this over. All right, so let's get into this update on Sydney. What y'all talking about in the chat? Child. You say KW. Kiki Wyatt is so, yeah, Kiki is crazy as fuck. She is psycho. But she had on like this little see-through thing. And then somebody in the comments said it looked like she had a pocket full of pennies. Cause her BBL looks a fucking mess, girl. Was that an underground BBL? Cause it looks a mess, and she literally just got it done. She looks a mess. She looks a mess. And now you about to have another baby, they say? Dear God, okay. Godspeed to you, honey. Godspeed. All right, but let's get into this. Shout out to Reality T Recap. This is the update for Sydney Starr's case, where she was caught, she, I'm not sure what they identify as, was caught with an underage child of the age of 13 in a room, itemizing a child with the S. So let's get into it. New court records show Sydney Starr's legal name Sydney Favors. Ooh, and that's what you're giving out, some favors. Now your ass is in jail. Waived her first appearance and said it was appointed a public defender. You going to jail. Public defender, yeah, you out of here. And no bond was set. Hallelujah, because you dangerous. With the bond decision deferred to Superior Court. And I said that the case has been placed on the pre-indictment status calendar, with the next court date scheduled for August 25th. That's this month of 2026. Now, according to reports citing the police report, investigators allege that the incident occurred at the Embassy Suites Hotel in Hapeville, Georgia. That's near the airport in Atlanta. Said that the same report states that Sydney Starr allegedly told investigators that the alleged victim told her that he was 18 years old. The police report also reportedly states that condoms were recovered during the arrest. So when they was arresting him, condoms were falling out of the pocket. So that means you were coming there to do something with that child, right? But my thing is, why do you need condoms when it was already said that you had your man parts removed and that you had some kind of a JJ or something, according to Eddie Winslow, because he said he paid out a whole lot of money for you to get your schlong removed. So I don't know what the fuck you doing with condoms, or maybe you was having them for the minor to use on you. I don't know. Weird. So Sydney Starr is currently facing the following charges: sexual battery against a child under 16, aggravated child molestation, and otomy with the S. Okay, so you guys see it on my screen. We got to be careful how we say these things on YouTube. So that these are criminal allegations only. An arrest is not a finding of guilt, and Sydney Starr is presumed innocent until or unless proven guilty. Okay, in a court of law, as we all know. So there is a court document here. I went ahead and screenshot it because it's kind of small so that we can see it big. So I'm gonna stop sharing here and pull up the bigger portion that I actually blew up to make bigger so we can look at it, because I'm nosy. All right, so again, shout out to Reality T. Give her credit because she did pull it. We just gonna look at it. All right, ain't no crime in that. So let's get into it. Filed, as you guys can see at the top right corner, Fulton County Superior Court. It was e-filed on 8/3. That was 3 days ago at 3:44 p.m. By Shay Alexander, which is the clerk of court. Now, in the Superior Court of Fulton County, Georgia, first appearance court action, the court reads these constitutional rights to the defendant. The accused, the defendant Sydney Favors, was arrested on 8/2. The crimes enumerated in Superior Court, case number 26P. I-006064, and appeared before John DeFore II today, where the following occurred. It says that you have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney, and if you cannot find an attorney, I will appoint an attorney for you at no cost to you or your family. That means a court-appointed child. Ooh, let's pull it up. Okay. Said that the court found that probable cause exists to detain the defendant for the crimes enumerated in the above case reference. Or reference case. It says that the issue of bond was argued by counsel. Said that the court set the total bond amount at no bond deferred to Superior Court. The defendant was served upon court with the state petition to revoke the defendant's existing probation, and a warrant for the defendant's arrest was signed. Said the attorney Kelli, whose telephone number is appointed to represent the defendant. It said that the defendant's case will be placed on the pre-indictment status calendar. The following may occur at the pre-indictment status calendar for defendants who remain incarcerated in the Fulton County Jail. Bond consideration or preliminary hearings may be held. This calendar will be held as follows: 8/25 of 2026, to be determined. That's TBD. 1B, which is the place, the courtroom, I guess. It said that the court verified address of the defendant. Of course, they had to redact that because that is his personal information. First appearance due, did not give that. Oh, it did 8/3 of 2026. That was the first appearance. All right, 3 days ago. At 12:57 p.m. So if the defendant's address changed, the defendant shall provide notice of the address change in writing to the clerk of state court, misdemeanor cases, or the clerk of superior court, felony cases. Says that if the defendant failure to appear at the next scheduled court date may result in a warrant being issued for defendant's arrest pursuant to, and it gives a statute number. So signed on this third day of August of 2026, judge signature John DeFore II. I'm sorry. All right, so that's the info and update on Sydney Starr's court appearance. Okay, so let's move along from that. Let's get into Destiny Payton. She has broken her silence. I told you guys her father passed away. I put all the information on my YouTube channel as far as where the funeral will be. All right, her father did pass away. Let's get into what Destiny had to say, because she has now broken her silence. We hadn't heard anything from her since the news broke about her father passing away. Okay. I had a few people hitting me up asking me. I was like, I kind of don't know her personally. I'm just a blogger, and I dig and I get as much information as I can. And I put all of that information on my YouTube channel for those of you that, you know, were fans of Destiny or just wanted to know what was going on, or send your condolences, right? You don't have to like a person to send condolences. Even I sent them, right? So, but let's get into what Destiny had to say. She says, my Superman earned his wings, with the heartbroken emoji and the dove. So she says that the strongest man I've ever known, my greatest protector, the best provider, my safe place, and my forever hero. Okay. She says, my heart is in a million pieces. You guys know she was very, very close to her dad. Her dad, as I told you guys the other day, was bailing her out of jail, helped her get a car, signed for her several times to get cars. At one point, he was living with her. Y'all saw him film several scenes with her when they went fishing in a scene. Like, he's really been around her. So her dad actually got her out of the foster care system and helped raise Destiny and brought her to Huntsville so that she could have a better life and not be in the system. So she's very, very close to her father, we hear. She goes on to say that my hero is in a million pieces. My heart is in a million pieces. My hero. My heart is in a million pieces, with the heartbroken emojis. I love you more than words could ever say, Daddy. She says, until we meet again, Law and I will carry your love with us every single day. Forever, your baby girl. She puts the heart there. This is her father. She did put the wings there, said that he got his wings. This is from her page, the Destiny Payton. She did play the song, Beyonce song, Heaven. I guess must be Missing Angel or something like that. The song Heaven, but this is her dad. Okay. This is her dad. That's sad. I ain't gonna hold you. I lost my dad, so I know that shit feel. I ain't gonna hold you. I listen. You don't have to like a person to say condolences and have a heart about that. I know how I felt when I found out my dad passed, so I condolences to her, because I know that shit gotta hurt. It's gotta hurt. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. If you guys want to go over to my page, because the info is there on my YouTube. I thought I saved it. Shit. Yeah, go on my YouTube. It's there. We ain't gonna hold up on the show. We're not gonna hold up the show on that. All right. So all the funeral, or if you are in Huntsville and you want to go by there to pay your respects to Destiny, all the funeral information, when, time, place, all of that is there. Okay. Again, condolences to Destiny Payton from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's move along. Cynthia Bailey throws some shade at Kelli from Real Housewives of Atlanta, where Kelli, honey, was saying that she was the standard and brought fashion. She was the first to bring fashion to the show. And I was like, girl, no, you were not. You never outdressed Marlo Hampton. And obviously Cynthia agrees. So let's get into it. Cynthia be dressing pretty nice sometimes. All right. Sometimes I'll be like, Cynthia, what the fuck you got on? Like this past reunion, that black shit she had on. It was a chop for me. But let's get into it. Mr. Housewives is reporting Cynthia Bailey says that Marlo Hampton set the standard for fashion on Real Housewives of Atlanta, not Kelli Farrell. I agree. Kelli, you dress like a fucking munchkin. You do. So let's get into what was said, because Cynthia threw major shade here. All right.
Kelli is going to be here tonight, and I'm curious what your reaction was to her saying, standard. Yeah, she's the standard for fashion, but she joined the show just last season. What is that? What do you make of that?
Listen, I love Kelli, and if Kelli feels like she's a standard, I'm going to let her feel like she's a standard. But like in all, jokes aside, there's been so many women on the show who have brought their fashion to the show. And I have to, point out Marlo Hampton, for one, being someone who was always super serious about her fashions. I mean, Marlo made us all step our game up. However, all the ladies look good, but I don't know. Kelli's great, but I don't know if she's a standard now.
Kelli is going to be here tonight, and I'm curious what your
She damn sure ain't no standard. Standard broke. Now we all know, child, when Marlo came in the room, Marlo stayed slaying. She always about her labels, okay? Marlo was about her labels. Hell, she was even renting out her labels, right? So Marlo could dress. She be having on she be always, pairing her outfits together. So that's one thing you could not say about Marlo. She might be wild and she might have 80 mug shots, but bitch, when she stepped in the room, you knew she was in there. I bet you that, okay? I bet you know that. Okay, so Kelli, fall that way, girl. Let's fall back. All right, we're going to have to go on and get at to Marlo. All right, we had a few of the girls that came through that was high-stepping and dressed pretty nice, but we got to give it to Marlo because she was definitely about fashion. All right, so let's get into Clarence, a.k.a. Clarissa, still talking shit, child. We ain't going to stay on her long because I'm sick of her ass. I'm ready to take my damn belt off because every time she hear Remy's name, here she go again. So Clarissa Shields claims that Remy Ma, Papoose' ex, lied about Papoose being her manager. She added that she doesn't care if Eva Marcel defended her best friend, Miss Shanika, pointing out that Miss Shanika insulted her first. She's still talking about it. Still talking about it. Now, when Remy do another diss song and eat your ass up again, then you be out here looking crazy. But hey, let's go ahead and get into it. Shout out to Live Bite.
I didn't want them to give me because the person who's liked by everybody is an enemy to themselves. I'll never be an enemy to me. That's a bar. So I didn't want them to give me because the person who's liked by everybody is an enemy to themselves. I'll never be an enemy to me. And I don't care who try to get on here and defend you because I called you fat. You sat there and called me dumb. You sat there and called me Plan B. So yeah, now I'm finna say some shit about you because who the fuck you think you are? Just because y'all letting people put rumors and shit in y'all head and lie don't mean it's true. His ex want to go out there and say that bullshit long ago. Oh, living situation and manager, all this bullshit. He not my fucking manager. Why can't it be he filed for divorce because he loves somebody else? Why do we gotta be this? He's only trying to be with you for this. He's only with you for that. As if I'm not somebody who's important, beautiful, successful, young. Why you got to be all this other stuff except for the stuff for what it really is? And then when I tell you what it really is, you get mad at me. Like, come on.
Yeah, Plan B was a read, right? Thank you, TMC. I just glanced over. I was like, yeah.
Oh, now, like, Miss Shanika, baby girl, I don't care. I think I saw one of your friends try to say something to me about calling you.
You know who she is. Eva Marcel did take up for Miss Shanika because that is her friend. And she was like, whoa, hold up on calling people fat now.
Big or whatever. Listen, to be honest with you, I don't give a fuck what size you are.
Yeah, you do.
Skinny, big, pretty, or ugly. It don't even concern me. But don't think you're going to say mean stuff about me. And then when I say something mean about you.
What was wrong with her asking you how long are you planning on dating a married man? What is mean about that? Again, for the 100th time, what is mean about Miss Shanika asking your slow ass? I almost said something. I had to catch myself. Did y'all see me? Oh my God, I almost went there. Damn, girl. What is wrong with somebody saying that to you? How long do you plan on dating a married man? That is what you're doing. And you taking offense to the truth. You either love the truth or you hate a lie, my love.
Now it's an issue.
Carry on.
No.
Carry on, honey.
Just let me be. And I don't care who try to get on here and defend you because I called you fat. You sat there and called me dumb. You sat there and called me plan B. So yeah, now I'm finna say some shit about you. Because who the fuck you think you are? Just because y'all letting people put rumors and shit in y'all head and lie, don't mean it's true. His ex wanna go out there and say that bullshit long ago. Oh, living situation and manager.
Yeah. Okay. And please do not have a baby by Papoose. Papoose, let me hold your hand when I say this. All right. Wrap up the tool, baby, before you be out here looking like a bigger fool. All right. Take these words and run with them. Please wrap up the tool before your ass be looking like another fool. And stop following the herd, because motherfuckers that do that will always step in a turd. All right. Moving right along. I ain't got no more. I had to give you that good news. Okay. Don't follow the herd of fools. Because when you follow the herd, you bound to step in a motherfucking turd. Damn. All right. Was that my last topic? I feel like it was. Because y'all know this is pop in, and that's exactly what we do. Pop in and get the hell out of here. And yes, it was. Okay. So we will be back with another video. All right. I had to leave on some good notes right there. Because damn, Clarissa done made me. Somebody said bars. Okay. But yeah, let's get out of here. Because she done pissed me off now. Please like this video. Hype up this video as well. Okay. We'll be back with another video later on. Unless we have breaking news. Because I'm trying to stay on it. I got everything on alert. So if I find out, once I find out, honey, I'm like the Lord. I will not withhold any good thing from you. Okay. He said, ride along Clarissa on the short bus. Child, she's driving it. She's a passenger. She's a driver. She's licking all the fucking windows. Like, I don't know. They don't even need windshield wipers because she's going to lick the damn windows. But damn, let's get out of here. Love you guys down. The girl is slow. Is an unplugged up damn crock pot out here. Okay. And she ain't doing shit out here. But looking crazy. And Papoose, you got her looking this way. I don't know what kind of schlong you got over there, but this girl is dickmatized. My God. Oh my God. You would have thought she never had a boyfriend before him. But love you guys down. Thank you, Maj, Rose Armstead, True TV Podcast, and Tef. Thank y'all so much for modding. All the content creators that stopped by here. Love you guys down. Thank y'all for supporting. All my caramelians in the chat as well as in the bushes. Thank you guys also for being here as well. Please on Clarissa. Please give her ass holding. And arrest her ass now. All right. Until the next one. Bye.
Be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss. So outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out.